Good morning, students. Good morning, all of you. I think this is the first day of our class in a fifth standard. Today, we are going to start or going to open our first lesson, that is, what is history. It is related with history, so we are going to start our first lesson. What is a history? So, why before to start the first lessons, if you have the textbook, then you open and sit in along with the textbook. If you not have, then ask your parents to purchase. And after this video also you read in home again and again the same lesson. So our first lesson of the fifth standard EVS, first lesson, that is what is history. Some points are there. History, a science that tells us about events in the past, to that we can call as a history. History is a science that tells us about events in the past, is called as a history. Next point, that is the scientific method of history. What is the scientific method? Third one, history and us. And the last one, the past and the future. So we shall see about the first one and we'll go one by one. So first point, history, the science that tells us about events in the past, is called as a history. When we are learning history, it is also one science which tells us about events in the past, whatever happened in the past, in the previous years or in last year or before some years ago, to that we can call as a history. That so past events are called as a history. Next, see that, so last year in a standard 4 we studied about the Shivaji Maharaj and his mission about establishing Swaraj. Last year we studied the information or history of Shivaji Maharaj and his mission to establish Hindavi Swaraj in the Maharashtra on the basis of the equal or the fair judgment. That so the time of the Shivaji Maharaj, that is before the 400 years ago Shivaji Maharaj was born. His all life story or information we studied in last years. So when we are learning the history of Shivaji Maharaj before 400 years ago, that is also we can call as a past. For our convenience, we divided time. We have divided in a different way. That time we have divided into the different way. For what purpose we divide the time? For our convenience. Convenience means for our understanding. We can understand properly. We should not be confused. So we have divided time in a different way. That often we use word like now, some time ago, after some time, or today, yesterday, tomorrow, or this year, next years. Such words we use or we hear. That what kind of word? That now, otherwise some time ago, after some time, today, yesterday, next day, next years, tomorrow. Like this is some word we hear. When we use these words, we are actually measuring the time in our mind. When we hear or when we use such a word, that time, actually what we are doing, that we are measuring time in our mind, that, and we are giving some information about the time. Now, today and this years, these are the terms that indicate the present. Now, today or this year, these words indicate or give information about the present time. Yesterday, day before yesterday, last year, these words gives us information about the past. And we can say that tomorrow or the next year, that indicate about the future. That so the time that has already gone is called as a past, which has already gone. To that time we can call as a past. For example, yesterday's time, it is already gone. So yesterday we can call as yesterday as a past in our life. Today whatever we are doing, that is present. Today's work or today's day we call as a present, and whatever it will be happen tomorrow, that is a future in our life. So tomorrow is a future of our life, and tomorrow or the future we don't know. Only we know about the past, and we are living in a present. So what is there, what is the need to learn that whatever mistakes we committed in the past, same mistake we should not commit in a future. That suppose yesterday we got hurt while going from one path, so tomorrow or today also we should not get hurt by the same path while going from there. So we have to study or we have to learn history. Same mistake we should not commit. Or yesterday someone scold for us for our for our behavior or for our naughtiness. So today also we should not do the same naughtiness, and today also we should not get the scolding from them. For the purpose we have to study history there. If you are the 10 years old today, that is our present. Before the 10 years ago, that you are a baby, and after the 10 years you will become as a grown up or young boy. Like in say we have divided that information about the past or the present. So it gives us information that for today it is sufficient. When we will come tomorrow, then tomorrow we will see about the next some informations. So this is the page number 1 only I told that. Remaining will see tomorrow.